Hello guys, Happy New Year everyone, and hope you had a nice party last night. I know that I've done some heavy drinking and I woke up in the afternoon today. Okay, before I start this tutorial, I want to know everyone that English is not my native language, so probably you will have some difficulty when you try to understand me. I'll try to speak slower so everyone can understand me. Last time when I tried to do this was 2 days ago, and it didn't went too well because I didn't realize that my voice could have been heard because of the sound of the game. So I'm gonna keep the sound of the game on mute for now. Okay, today we're gonna talk about this revenge skill, which we can find it here on Sentinel rank, which is Renegade Revenge. Now, before I go on that one, I want to try to explain for some of my members, for example, because I've noticed some they started to add certain skill points and filling up all these three tabs. So it clearly states here that you require only 30 points before you activate one of the skills. So you don't have to fill all those three, because this way is going to take you longer to reach that certain skill, never mind the last one, which the last one obviously is going to be one of the most important ones. It's a very strong skill. So yeah, you do 30 points here, you use 1 point to activate this skill, and so on. Now another advice, which for some reason I think I was blind, or I don't know why I haven't seen it, Asgar, a friend of mine, made me realize that this speed versus renegades is a very important one. So you should really spend on this. If you spend on gathering, you might as well reset the skills. First unlock this one, it gives you 40% speed on a renegade, which is very helpful. Now I'm gonna move on the second step, which is equipment. Now on equipment, the most important one for renegades is speed again. So yeah, I'm on base buff, so this is the renegade equipment which I use. So it doesn't matter if it's purple, blue, green, whatever you have with army speed, just use it. Now there are two different types of army speed. There is army speed standard one, and the one versus enemy, PvE. Now the one which you want for renegades is PvE, is not the standard one. The standard one goes only for when you attack real players. So yeah, for example, if I'm going for base buff and I'm going on my base stats overview, going on military, which I have about 141% based on whatever equipment I have, and the speed, it's 88%, the standard one. Yeah, now if I go back and change it to renegade, and let's use for example this army speed and this one, which is the standard army speed. Yeah, if you go back, you can see that the one which increased is the standard one, the one on the left. Now what I'm gonna use, these two, yeah, because this one has health versus renegades, which will help me finishing off the renegades faster. On this one I have damage versus renegades, which is a fair amount of extra damage. On this one I don't have anything. There are some tabs which you will never, at least not for now until they're releasing some new updates. We don't have for this one, unless it's a green one, a random green one, we don't have any equipment with army speed versus renegades. There is one for this, which is was lucky enough for me to have both of them, as you can see. This one, but this one is a very hard one. I went for purple for this one. For some reason it has a very low percentage of success. So, but green is good enough. As you can see, I have commander experience as well and army speed versus renegades. This one, if you can get it higher, for me it's a lost cause now, because I'm gonna have to wait till whenever a new pack for this one will be released, probably later this year. So, but it's alright this way as well. I have some good stats on the green one as well: gathering speed, stamina recovery, and army size again. So if I'm going back now on the overview, let's see how the renegade is. Yeah, so speed versus renegade is 162% roughly, which is gonna help me a lot on spinning up. Now the third step is the army preset, obviously. Now the army preset, which I highly recommend you if you have it, is assault. Assault is one of the fastest units, but I don't have enough assault. As you can see, I have about 30k, and I think I have a few lower tiers, but not much. So I'm not gonna use this one as preset. I'm gonna use my tanks. Sorry, let me discard this. Okay, I'm gonna use my tanks because I have obviously nearly 1 million tanks. They are fairly slower, which is fair enough, but at least I'm gonna be able to send 5 full armies while I'm doing the renegades. You don't have to use any of those power-ups. If you have some lower tier ones, like, I don't know, tier 1, I have only one, you can use them for extra damage, because it's gonna help you a bit, but I wouldn't suggest it to use it. Okay, I'm gonna go on the world map. Right, let me activate this one. Okay, so there is another step which I'm not too sure. I still need to try to check it. My game lags a lot. For some reason I cannot click on that one. That's strange. Anyway, I'm not gonna activate it. I was just about to activate a damage boost and a health boost, but I'm not sure if it's gonna help, because you have there is another one which is damage boost and health boost versus renegade, which I don't have those. I ran out of those, so I don't think the standard one does anything to the renegades. I'll have to test it later on. For some reason I cannot go on that tab, probably because I have this subscription thing next to it. I don't know, I'll have to check later on. Right, so I'm just gonna see if my army preset is alright. So yeah, as I told you before, if you go with full army, I mean mixed army, sorry, you see that there's roughly 21 seconds till you reach the renegade base. Now on assault it's only 11, so you save a lot of time traveling. But for my preset it's gonna be tanks, which is 4 extra seconds. It is what it is. I'm gonna try to do more assault units in future, but my main troops are obviously tanks. Okay, I'm gonna activate the skill and we'll see how many we're gonna do in 15 minutes. 2 days ago, actually 3 days ago, when I activated the skill, when I unlocked the skill, I've done about 32 renegades in 15 minutes. Then 2 days ago, I've done 57, thanks to the Asgard advice about the renegade speed skill, and I've done some other equipments as well. I was missing some. I didn't see some I was having already crafted, but I never used them. So I've done a bit of tweaks, and now I'm hoping to go over 57. Now another point is, these renegades, you don't go for how to say, you don't go for XP, you're going for materials. At least this is for me. I'm not doing it for experience for commanders. For that I can do it with the standard stamina refill. This Renegade's revenge skill can be really used daily for a huge amount of crafting materials, which otherwise you'll have to spend loads and loads of stamina refills. Right, so I'm gonna activate it, and I will go. My range of attack will be 21, level 21, up to 27, 26, 27, I'll have to see. And I will try to stick as much as close to me. So I don't want to go over, let's say, I don't know, 30 seconds of traveling. You need to keep in mind that I have already another one here. From Renegade level 21 and above, you have a certain sure chance that you're gonna get a material drop. So as I'm saying, it's not about the experience, it's about the crafting materials. As you can see, I get drops. I'm not gonna go in the battles, obviously, for not losing time. And this obviously depends on your dexterity as well. If you're not drunk like me, I'm joking. Depends on the game if it lags on you or not. Probably next time what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go out of 5, because when you are in a big hive and you have a lot of members around you, the game tends to really lag, so obviously it's gonna slow you down. I'm not gonna check the rest of them because I need to check to see the count. So I have 5 so far. I'm gonna put on the game sound and I'm gonna be quiet for a while. Lags a bit.